Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Flush to his right.
He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Hey, Sam up.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Coming up on second and 7. Lawrence will throw.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second and 10. Lawrence.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returnable. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7. Murray now to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne, and every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Let's go, defense.
On play action, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And they've stopped them on the first 2 downs. Obviously, this is an important play coming up here. I think it's more so for the guys on defense, because if they stop them here, I think they've set the tone for the entire game, how difficult it's going to be to score on them.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
The kick by Lambo is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray now. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Going to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. A beautiful fake. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Now Murray off play action. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Shotgun now from Murray. It's complete to Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing again, Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. They're connecting here with DJ Chark. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run with Etienne, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4. Down. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Edmonds. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Here's Murray. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray under pressure. They got him again. Josh Allen in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. The gun. Here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. Touchdown! Christian Kirk as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. And you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down, here's an option right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Murray. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Again, they run with Edmonds. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona first down. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Murray a give. This is Conner. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him, because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. They had a little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. They'll run again here with Robinson. And this time he is in. James Robinson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Andre Cisco. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Oh, look at the juke. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Deontay Thompson on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll go again with Etienne. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Look at me. Go. Switch. Check.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
To the 40 and no further. The broken tackle, but then the hole closed quickly. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Murray now to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lawrence to Chark. First down, Jacksonville.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another carry now for Edmonds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Strong running at the 30. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Prater's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. They had a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.